Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in today's video, it's going to be one of those where I spend a little bit of money and hopefully don't lose my shirt over it. So this item, we're going to be looking at the Skeka's Hypnowand. It is one of the items which was released with the Deamonheim dig site, and it's the one which is kind of not as linked to archaeology as what the Sash Brush is. You have to do a bit of big game hunter, and also you can get some of the drops from the Rex matriarchs as well. But basically what the Hypnowand is for, it's a sort of add-on or sort of the offhand for Hunter. Now with this, you're going to have an increased chance of catching Whirligigs, 55%, which for me is why I'm kind of buying it. We're going to go and visit Whirligigs. Now this is going to be something which is spread over 2 videos. So this first video, what we're going to do is try the Hypnowand at the Dazzling Whirligigs. With the price of penance powder at the minute, I want to see if the Hypnowand's going to have a big effect, or if it the time of recording, they're just not worth doing because of the price of golden roses and the price of penance powder. You can be very much hit or miss whether you're going to make profit or not. However, this is currently in price for 109 mil, which I don't think is correct. I'm going to throw 200 mil in. That's wrong, so we're going to go 300. And we'll just instant buy it, and then we're going to go and have a little try out and do a little bit of Hunter for this morning. It's not buying 300 mil, which is worrying. I didn't think it would be this high. So we've just bought the Hypno 1 for 500 mil, and I have a feeling I might have been caught out by there, but you know, we roll. So the Hypno 1 also, as well as the Whirligigs, has an effect with Big Game Hunter as well. It's going to increase the speed in which you arm the Big Game Hunter traps by 20%, which is pretty massive to be fair, because that's probably like the hard bit of Big Game Hunter is actually the speed of setting the traps up, and then it also has an effect to box traps as well. So again, maybe even we'll go and try a little bit of Big Game Hunter as well with trying this item out. With Big Game Hunter, you could reasonably pay off that price quite quick. So there is always that. So I'm just going to take a Hunter Cape in case that has a perk. There we go. The Hunter is on. And also what I need to do is get some golden roses. But I'm also going to take these because this is going to be important for our next video. A little later on as well, because I think that will be without any spoilers. Anyway, so what I did last time was 100. So they are down from their actual Grand Exchange price. They were cheaper. So 1.2 each. So what I'm just going to go and do now is check the penance powder. So penance powder currently under a mil, which is probably why this is a bit cheap. Yeah, 927. So with 300k extra per roses compared to the penance powder we've currently got. I'm going to sell 1 golden rose as well, just to see how low they really are. 1225. So yeah, so by instant buying, we spent an extra 10k each. So not horrific there. So I'll put that penance powder in the bank, and we're going to go over to Oasis now. So just as a bit of a spoiler, in case you guys are looking forward to the other video we're going to be doing as well, I'm going to be catching some of the other Whirligigs, just so we can create some of these Holy Scarab pouches. Now the Holy Scarab pouches are kind of an item which doesn't really buy, but again, we'll do it in that video. So to get to Oasis, you need to go to archeology, and to be able to get the best and most optimal Whirligig setup, you do need to go and do a decent stint of Whirligigs anyway. There is a hunter shop where you can get buffs and rewards, which will significantly help your hunting in the future if you consider doing Whirligigs for a decent amount of hunter XP, which, in my opinion, you should. Now, one thing I need to shout out as well is that the Trapper outfits will also give us a big chance of double drops, which is why we can afford to pay a little higher for golden roses than what the actual sell price of the penance powder is. So as you can see with Dundee here, the upgrades you're really looking for is the double loot, the increased rate, and also the flower saving chance as well. The automatic looting is nice, but I think these are the 3 which are really going to help you out, especially like the chance to save flowers because they are so expensive, but also for the fact that you can get some double loot as well. So we have 110 golden roses actually in storage, which is pretty good. So if I put in... Can I put any more in? No, the basket is full. So what I'm going to do for you lovely people, get hold of Chico, is I'm going to commit myself to the time taken to do all of these Whirligigs, which is a slog. I'm going to tell you now, is a little bit of a slog. I'm going to have to pay attention to Hunter here. So I'm going to have to put some form of video up actually, just to make sure we can do it. And as you can see, like once we've caught all of the Whirligigs, it's automatically looted, so the shells do come into your bank. Don't panic though, they only come in once he's got to the shore. But this is pretty much it. You just send your crocodile over to get these Whirligigs. The flowers will lure them here, and then Chico will be dropping them into my invo. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you for now, and then we'll come back when we've finished all of our golden roses. We'll go for the profit as well, and I'll see if it's noticeable the difference by having the Hypnowand as well. Obviously, the extra speed will help us over a long period of time, and if you're going to actually repay off something expensive as that Hypnowand, this is probably the method to do it. When I did my video on this earlier in the year, this was quoted to be 90 mil profit per hour. So yeah, it won't take you too long to actually earn it back if you actually do it this way. So this is something I've noticed is once your number of flowers get like below 10, the amount of spawns which you get significantly reduced, which is why I always advise to keep your flower basket topped up as much as possible. Now for this video, I know I bought 100 golden roses, but we're only going to do 50 as a sample size. Only because starting to do this, the PTSD is coming back of when I had to do this for comp requirements, and I do not like this hunter method. Yes, it is absolute bank, but it is not for me. And we're actually going to do another video, like I mentioned before, on the Whirligigs. So I need to have some sanity level to do that for today. So 50 golden roses though is still a decent sort of size and a decent chunk, and it does look as if we're making quite a bit of money here. With the profit from this. Now, one thing I would say is the trapper's outfit is absolutely essential for it. Have I noticed the Hypnowand speed stuff up? Slightly, yes. The crocodile is a bit quicker on the sort of reaction, and it isn't as painful as what it used to be. So it's definitely had a kind of improvement. Is it worth 500 mil? Probably not. Is it kind of worth it for Whirligigs? I'm a bit hit or miss on it. 500 mil for a 5% increase. Don't get me wrong, that 5% does seem pretty big in the grand scheme of things, but it's a very steep sort of thing. If you're going to do Whirligigs for a considerable amount of time, yes, it is worth it. So we've just finished 50 golden roses, and we have come in with a price of 80 Whirligigs. Really weird though is that the price you can sell these on the grand exchange is significantly lower than the penance powder, so it makes you really wonder like who in their right mind is selling it for this kind of price. So yeah, I'm going to grind these into powders, and what I'm actually going to do, we're going to go back to the Grand Exchange because I think it'd be worthwhile just checking the prices because it's only 50 we've done. You might look and think you've got 60 roses in your invo. Yes, but I had 10 in the basket, so that is why. Chico has gone back to Dundee, so we don't have to worry about him. So I bought the golden roses for this price. So we need to be at a price of 63 mil to make profit from these Whirligigs, and in terms of like how long it took, I don't think it took much more than like 15-20 minutes to do that. So you can really see whenever you do Whirligigs, you can see like the absolute profitability in them if like it's working and stuff. Like all the mad GP per hours which the wiki throws out, it is 100% there because once you're starting to rack these shells up, it's just like profit. And depending on like where we go, these are like 925 each. So for us to like make profit, we only need to be about 65-ish. So we're definitely going to make some money from this anyway. So really excited to see how much we do make. But I still can't believe I paid 500 mil for the Hypnowand. So maybe we need to go and do some hunting for the Hypnowand as well. So the Hypnowand can come from the Retro art. So if you've not done Oasis, which I've not done Oasis or the Oasis pet, you can definitely look at that as a way to go and make some profit with the Hypnowand drops included as well. So here we go, 80 of these. They need to go in for 927,829, which is about 10 mil profit. We'll leave these to sell. The video I'm going to do next, hopefully we see sell, which is about 10 mil profit for like 15 to 20 minutes work. I'd say it's definitely more towards the 15 minutes that took us. It really didn't take long. I probably did it in like a YouTube video. So yeah, like that is minimum 40 mil per hour. Again, depending on how much of a market we are in, the penance powder's gone down in price. So that's where your 90 to 80 mil per hour would have come from. Whenever the penance powder's in demand, the price is up. That's when the dazzling Whirligigs really start to print money. With penance powder being slightly on the decline, that's why we've only made something like 40 mil per hour. But it's still absolutely solid. Would I say the Hypnowand is worth it? Only if you're going to camp a significant amount of these creatures. Then I think it's worth it. If you're only going to do a little bit of the old Whirligigs when the price is up. Me personally, you can take the risk on buying it, because again, you're only probably going to lose a couple mil like selling it. Depends how much you're going to do. If you're going to do like a couple K of these shells, then yes, it's worth it because the 5% really will stack up. If you're only going to do a little bit of it because you fancy doing it for a little bit of profit, why it's good money, then no, I wouldn't suggest doing it. But the Hypnowand's bought. We're going to be doing a couple more hunter videos though, because I'm really like interested in testing it out and really seeing if it's worth that price. Like, it's a lot of money for what I think it is. So we're going to be coming with some more hunter videos over the next week or two to see if it really is worth it or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Still probably one of the best skilling money making methods. This can only really be competing with rune crafting, and that's where necromancy runes are up in price as well. That's the only real skilling method, aside from Oasis, which is more PvM in my opinion, that can absolutely touch this method. 40 mil on when the prices of the powders are on the downward sort of spiral is insane. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching once again. If you enjoyed, please make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.